Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the products I got in my last video. So if you haven't seen my e.l.f. haul, you might want to watch that first, but I mean it really doesn't matter because it's just a haul video, and so I'm going to be talking about each of those products that I got. Anyways, other than I won't be doing a first impressions on the mask or the face cleanser thing yet, just because I don't need to do those right now, so I'm not going to do a first impression on those, but I will update you guys at some point on those because if I really like them, they'll probably end up in my monthly favorites. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this. So this first product is an e.l.f. product, but it's not a new one. And it's just the Poreless Face Primer. I just figured I would start with that. Alright. So I'm just going to rub this primer in. Alright, so the first product I'm trying is this e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer, and it is in the shade Porcelain, and it has aloe, cucumber, and vitamins A, C, and E. And then I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to blend it in with this e.l.f. stipple brush, which is also a brush that I have not tried. At least I haven't tried this stipple brush. And I know it's a tinted moisturizer and not a foundation. However, we're just going to use it like one first. I'm just going to blend it in like I would a foundation. And it does also have SPF 20 in it because I smelled it. I could smell like a sunscreen. I'm like, okay, this has to have SPF in it, and it does. It definitely did give me a little bit of color. However, I think had I blended it in an actual foundation with this brush, it might look a little weird. But I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation and concealer, and I'm going to continue to use this brush, and so we can see what it looks like once I get back. Alright, so I'm back, and the e.l.f. foundation shade that I had was older, so it was from when I was a lot tanner, so now I look very, very dark. I definitely look darker in person than I do like this. But yeah, this is my nose itches so bad. Yeah, I definitely look very, very tan. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use this e.l.f. mattifying translucent powder. And I'm just gonna take it, I'm not gonna use that little sponge, I'm just gonna take this big powder brush and just kind of sweep it all over my face. Because I did look very, very dewy. And this is a product that I have never used, so I don't know, you know, if this is the best method or if I should have used that sponge. Let me take that sponge, with the sponge, and let me apply that under my eyes. And on my nose, and on my forehead, and my chin right here. So that did make it a little bit more matte right there. I'm not sure how I'm feeling so far about this. I'm not very confident. In the foundation and concealer I used were also e.l.f., but I also did a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape for concealer because the e.l.f. concealer I had was very yellow. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna move on to eyes, and I kind of already primed my lids with foundation stuff. I'm just gonna kind of wipe that away a little bit. Alright, and I'm gonna take my stipple brush and blend that a little bit right there. Okay. So now on one eye, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. eyeshadow primer and then just blend this out on my lid. And then I'm gonna take that mattifying powder on this e.l.f. brush and just set this down. And then on the other side, I'm going to take that smudge pot and then do the same thing with that mattifying powder. Alright, and then I'm just going to go and do my eye makeup, and then I will be right back. Just kidding, I'm not going to go because I need to try out these e.l.f. eyeshadow brushes. So I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette, and I'm going to take the more brown transition shade on this e.l.f. 205 brush. And I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. And then using that same brush, I'm going to take this like warm orangey red shade and focus this down a little further. And then using this fluffier brush, I'm going to go into this. So this is the Beautifully Precise, or yeah, no, what is it? Beautifully Bare blending brush. I'm just going to take this deep shade and just blend this on the outer part of my eye. And then I'm going to go back in with that first transition shade and just blend out this edge. I'm going to take another blending brush and really just blend this whole thing. Alright, and then I'm going to take the deeper shimmery shade. Okay, I should have done my eye makeup first. Because that's what I've learned, is I should have done my eye makeup first. Very, very deep smoky eye. That was not what I was originally going to go for, but here we are. Okay, so I got interrupted by a phone call. So let me... I don't know if it's me, these brushes, or what, or these... I don't think it's the eyeshadows, because I've used these eyeshadows before, and I don't really have an issue with them blending away like this. Because, like, pretty much I have nothing left. And I feel like I pretty much have to start over. Alright. The brushes are okay. I don't know if they were what was blending away the eyeshadow really bad, or if it was me. I don't really know. This eye look was not exactly what I was going for, but this blending brush, it says it's a precise brush. It says it's a precise brush, but it picks up a lot of product. Like a lot. And then it just kind of goes everywhere. So if you use this brush, definitely make sure you tap it off first, because I made that mistake and I did not. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna add just a little bit of the Coty Airspun powder all over my face, because there are places where my foundation is still a little tacky, and I'm not someone who likes tacky foundation. Okay, now that there is powder everywhere, like I'm not even exaggerating, like I literally just got that everywhere. Okay, so now that my foundation is actually like set, and now it doesn't look so dark. So I have 4 bronzers. So here's what actually I technically have 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically I have 7 bronzers, but that bronzing palette is not gonna work totally for me. So I'm just gonna take this more cool tone shade on this top with the blending brush and try and contour with it a little bit because it's more cool toned. And the more shimmery ones, I'm not sure if I can use those as a highlight or if they will be too dark. So I might try it, and then if they're too dark, you know, we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to continue to use this brush, and I'm going to take the light matte bronzer and it picks up a lot of product, and I'm just going to, in circular motions, blend this out. That's actually a really nice bronzer color for me. I'm gonna try a little bit of warm tan, and it's gonna be, so I basically know for sure that this is gonna be a little too dark, and this brush picks up a lot of pigment on these. Very deep, very deep. It's also very red. So this side I definitely don't like as much as I like this one. And then I'm going to use the bronzing brush I got. And this is actually my old one. I mean, I got a new one, but this is my old one, so I'm going to give my new one to my sister probably. And then one side of my forehead I'm going to test this bronzer. It's definitely a very glowy bronzer. And then I'm going to go back to that bronzing palette, and I'm going to take the deeper bronzer shade on this same brush and try and bronze the other side of my forehead. This side's definitely a lot bronzier. I think I need to take some sort of brush and just blend this out. Okay, so bronzers, we'll go back through all of this stuff once I'm actually done. Okay, and then for blush, where's my blush brush? I'm going to take the blush in this, and I feel like I need to be very light-handed. It smells like mint. It's actually a really pretty blush. It is very pink, but it's actually really pretty. Which, I mean, like, I'm kind of surprised because it looked very intimidating in the pan. But it's really not. Okay, so what do I need to do next? Eyebrows. This pencil is very creamy. Okay, so those are a little dark. So I'm actually going to go back into that eyeshadow palette and take the cream shade in it and lighten up my brows just a little bit. Yeah, my brows are very dark. That eyebrow pencil though is very creamy. So it's almost a little difficult to not go overboard with your eyebrows. Unless you have a very light hand, which that is definitely not me. I have a very heavy hand most of the time. Alright, so I try to salvage these brows. Not really feeling them, like at all. I definitely like the other e.l.f. eyebrow pencil better. Let's see, I know I have it here somewhere. This brow pencil, I definitely like it a lot better. It's not as creamy, so it doesn't make my brows as dark as this one did. Yeah, I don't know. Those are a little dark. Alright, so then I need to highlight. I'm going to take the liquid highlight brush, but I'm just going to use a powder highlight. I don't really like liquid highlights. This is a Wet n Wild highlight that I'm going to use. Wow, okay. Okay, so that is a stunning highlight brush, especially for like cheek highlights. And I mean, like, it's a good, this highlight is a good highlight anyways. Wow. Okay, so that brush applies highlight phenomenally. And then, so I can try my last product. And it is this e.l.f. Matte lip pencil in Natural. It's a little purple for me, but I mean, it looks nice. It is very sticky off the bat, and it really kind of washes me out on camera. I still can't get over these eyebrows. So that eyebrow pencil is a no-go, but like, I paid $32 for all of this. So I mean, I really didn't spend much. But yeah, so I'll go back through everything. This, it was nice, it gave me a little bit of color, it would be good for no makeup days. The bronzing palette, I didn't try, I meant to try one of these as highlights. Yeah, I think that both of the more shimmery ones would be too deep of a highlight for me. This mattifying powder, it was okay. I'm just not sure how much I like it. The eyeshadow primer, since I'm not wearing this for a long period of time, I can't exactly judge. I mean, like, it gave me a nice base, and I think that the Smudge Pot one, the eyeshadows applied a little bit better than they did on the other side, but, you know. Smudge Pot, like I said, I think the eyeshadows applied a little bit better on that side. This blending brush, it picks up a lot of product, and so it kind of just went everywhere. As for this one, same thing. This brush, it was really nice to go back and blend stuff out. So like this, my forehead bronzing, I was able to go back and blend with this. So I think that's what I'll probably use this for. This bronzing brush, it's okay. I liked it more for the aqua bronzer than I did for the powder bronzer. Let's see, brushes. And then this was a really nice, like, contour bronzing brush. Right, so makeup. I've already talked about some. So the aqua one, I really like both the blush and the bronzer. I definitely like light matte better than I like warm tan. But warm tan isn't super dark, but also this bothers me. So this is the warm tan one with the sticker that says Sunkissed Bronze, and this one just says light matte. They're in the exact packaging, same exact packaging, and they were sold under the same category. Like, they were literally like, this was one color option, this was another color option. So I'm not really sure what was going on there. This highlight brush, phenomenal. This e.l.f. lip pencil, it was nice, it applied really well. Just this color, but this is something I got for free, so light color I can't really, you know. And then this eyebrow pencil, it's a little too creamy for me, and it made my brows too dark, which surprises me since it's a taupe shade. But I think if I go light-handed with the eyebrow pencil, I think I'd be fine, but I'm not good at doing that. But yeah, that is everything for this first impressions of my e.l.f. haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!